Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here, and today we have a very special mobile suit. In Battle Operations 2, we very rarely get nerfs to mobile suits which never come fast enough. 9 out of 10 adjustment patches only include buffs for old mobile suits. This means the older your mobile suit is, the more likely it had been buffed at least once. But despite being 5 years old, the mobile suit today had never been buffed. Instead, all it got is one nerf and is still very good. This is the mobile suit that was so far ahead of its time, the 400 cost raid type, Pale Rider Dullahan. This mobile suit gained its Dullahan name because it's a Pale Rider without the hate system. But when talking about the Pale Rider Dullahan, most people only remember two things: the giant shield and the heat lance. They were so unfair 5 years ago that this mobile suit lost 2000 base health and damage control in the only patch it got. But how will they fare after 5 years in the game against the Gundam EX, one of the newest mobile suits in the game? The answer is that they're still as good as they can possibly be. While a mobile suit's skills and weapons fall behind as time passes, one thing always stays the same: the melee range. With very long range on the heat lance and an almost instant normal attack, the Dullahan can still force melee combos with sheer speed and reach. If you need extra reach, you can also go for the down attack first. Just be careful that the heat lance comes with a long cooldown, so you can't melee the person you just downed. The other part that allows the Dullahan to brute force attacks, and in fact literally the single thing keeping the Dullahan alive, is the Guardian Shield. When shields usually come with sizes small, medium, and large, this Guardian's Shield is one of the only shields in the game with the size extra large. But this shield isn't just big. What truly stands out is its health. This time, not even the over 9,000 meme is appropriate, because at a whopping 20,000 health, we're literally carrying a Jurek around. Thanks to this, the Dullahan never worries about losing the shield. Chances are you're going down yourself before the shield even starts to crack. Instead of worrying about the shield, what you worry about is the fragile mobile suit itself and trying to cover it as much as possible. While the shield is large enough to cover you from head to toe, you still take damage as usual from other directions. And with only 12,000 base health, which is significantly lower than other mobile suits, survivability on this mobile suit is all about protecting this soft and juicy part. Pointing your shield at the enemy is the absolute basic, but what you also need to know is what the shield can't block. First of all, you must not stay still against bazookas. The blast radius can ignore your shield and stagger you. So when you face someone with a bazooka, make sure to step on the thrusters and use maneuver armor to negate the stagger. But those are the easy ones to manage. The ones that are harder to avoid and also hurts a lot more are the melees. While the shield can block shots and damage, against the down attack is just an extended hurt box. This makes the Pale Rider Dullahan extremely weak against raid types, especially those with even longer melee range or a charge attack that completely ignores shields and one-shots you. Well, not today. While we must start our tackle earlier than normal to avoid dying before the counter connects, what else is a Red Rider gonna do charging straight at you? Same trick with the shield and the lance against the Gundam EX. Start our melee the moment he fires his bazooka and he can't counter. Follow up with the beam rifle and that's another win down the book. Once you know how to keep yourself from getting staggered and who to avoid as a whole, all that's left to do is to unleash the damage of the Pale Rider Dullahan. With 3 attacks in one melee combo and a high combo damage multiplier, the heat lance can do devastating damage to anyone with low melee resistance. But if you only go for melees alone, you're missing out on a big part of the Pale Rider Dullahan. If melees are all it can do, there's no way it can survive 5 years without a single buff. The secret to its success is its ability to also dish out overwhelming damage at range. Enough stabbing with the hit lance, put our shield up on a good spot, and it's time to pull out the Shield Gatling. With a whopping 1700 damage per second, the Dawn Barrage just evaporated. While the Shield Gatling doesn't come with much stagger nor a large magazine, it doesn't matter if your enemy's already dead. And the best part about this Gatling is that you're perfectly protected by your shield while you're firing, so there's literally nothing the enemy can do to you while you're dumping the entire magazine on them. In addition to the Shield Gatling, however, we also have the main weapon I chose this time, the Hyper Beam Rifle. While it doesn't have an instant stagger like your other main weapon choice, the Hyper Bazooka, each uncharged shot comes with a whopping 1800 base damage, 500 more than the one on the Gundam EX. On maps where melee fights are all you get, stay on the Hyper Bazooka, but when you need damage at range, this beam rifle will not disappoint. Final minute, and there's just one more thing to talk about. There's one problem on this mobile suit that we can't ignore, and that is low mobility. All movement speed, thruster speed, and turn rate on this mobile suit are low, probably because we're carrying a Jurek around. The turn rate is especially horrible at just 57. For this reason, the only people you can outrun are support types. You also have no emergency evasions, so if someone decides to chase you down, you're better off facing them with your shield. Walking backwards is also a good idea because the shield moves in front of you when doing so, making it even harder for the enemy to go for the juicy part. One more fully charged beam rifle shot and down attack for 5000 damage in one go despite the typing disadvantage, and the game ends. No one would have guessed that this is a 5-year-old mobile suit if they only look at the results. While the mobile suit skills on the Pale Rider Dullahan are unavoidably dry-aged, it's all compensated by the weapon characteristics that are years ahead of its time. The shield is still as effective as it can be, and the length of the hit lance never got shorter. But the most amazing thing about this mobile suit is how the damage is still top-notch, and there was never a single buff to it. Make good use of both the melee and ranged damage on the Dullahan, and it can get you to 6-digit numbers without trouble. That's it from me today. Let's see how many more years it would take for this mobile suit to get its first buff. And the latest.